Good morning. My name is Father Thomas Mulcrone. I am the chaplain of the International Association of Firefighters and the chaplain for this fallen firefighter memorial. I am honored to serve as your master of ceremonies this morning. We are gathered today in this special place to honor the memory of those IAFF members who have given their lives in the line of duty. We are joined today by IAFF General President Harold Schaitberger, General Secretary Treasurer Ed Kelly, the entire IAFF Executive Board, and numerous distinguished friends and guests. We are also joined by the more than 1,200 members of the IAFF Honor Guard, of which 400 make up the IAFF pipes and drums. And we are joined also by the Colorado Springs Chorale. On their behalf, I welcome you, our families and friends of our fallen, and the thousands of fellow firefighters who have made the pilgrimage to this memorial in Colorado Springs to pay respects to our brothers and sisters. This is the only monument that collectively honors professional union firefighters and emergency medical personnel from the United States and Canada who have lost their lives in the line of duty. This memorial was founded in 1986 by IAFF Convention Action. The centerpiece of this memorial, a sculpture of a firefighter descending a ladder while cradling an infant in one arm, is entitled Somewhere Every Day. This sculpture arrived in 1987. And the first granite walls displaying the etched names of our fallen were erected in 1989. In January of 2015, supported by a unanimous vote of the delegates at the 2014 convention, the memorial was temporarily decommissioned to allow for the rebuilding process to begin. Over the 8 months that followed, union construction crews and stonemasons carefully deconstructed the memorial, incorporated the precious stone from those original hallowed walls into our new family ring that now serves as a pathway for you, our families, to follow as you remember your loved ones. Then the talented hands of the workers who labored on our members' behalf sculpted these new granite walls that now rise to the memory of those we lost. They engraved their names and then place these strong bronze guardians to stand silently watching over our fallen every hour of every day. Now, for those who can, please rise as the IAFF Honor Guard presents the colors. And once the colors are posted, remain standing as the Colorado Springs Chorale sings the national anthems of Canada and the United States.
All uniformed personnel, prepare to carry colors. Carry colors. Pipe Major, by your command. Forward, march! uniformed personnel, present out! Order! Out! All uniformed personnel, present out!
Ocean, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare amongst the singing air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order! Out!
Please be seated. Let us pause in silence, remembering all who have made the ultimate sacrifice, including all first responders and the members of the armed forces of the United States and Canada. Let us remember also those who currently are braving the winds and the water of Hurricane Florence on the East Coast. And let us pray. Lord our God, from the beginning of time, you have been our refuge and our strength. And that is why we call upon you on this day as we gather under a beautiful Colorado sky to mourn, to pray, to honor, but most of all to remember these brave 271 men and women, true heroes, each and every one of them. This is hallowed ground for our IAFF family, made sacred by the sacrifice of our brothers and sisters whose names are etched on these solemn granite walls. Lord, you chose them to live lives of service and to give their all for the good of the least among us. And they did just that. Now we pray, Lord, gather them safely home into your divine care. May they know the loving embrace that is yours for eternity. Comfort their families in the sure and certain hope that for all who trust in your mercy and love, death does not destroy the bonds that we forge in this lifetime. Indeed, these, our heroes, live on at this memorial, but more importantly, they live on in our hearts. Watch over and protect this day and every day those who serve on the front lines. May all first responders and those of our armed forces know your divine protection and care. Send us forth, Lord, to continue the legacy that is left to us, that service to you, our Creator, and the selfless giving of ourselves to all humankind is not without its reward. May God bless this great union, and may God bless our two great nations. Amen.
Let's go. Mark time. Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the tradition of our union and the fire service, IAFF General President Harold Shapeberger and General Secretary Treasurer Ed Kelly will now honor our brothers and sisters by the placing of the memorial wreath. Ladies and gentlemen, this memorial belongs to the entire membership of the IAFF, but it rests here in beautiful Colorado Springs. We are most grateful for the strong support we have received from our local, IAFF Local 5, from the Colorado Springs Fire Department, from the City of Colorado Springs and its citizens to make this tribute so special. Our first speaker is a former member of the Colorado Springs City Council and currently serves on the Board of County Commissioners for El Paso County. I now invite Commissioner Darrell Glenn to the podium.
On behalf of the El Paso County Board of Commissioners, it's truly an honor to be with you here today as we honor 271 brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice while fighting to keep us safe. Putting their names on this wall is a reminder of the monumental and selfless service that these faithful heroes performed each and every day. These heroes woke up each morning, kissed their families goodbye, and bravely went to work to protect and save the lives of people they didn't even know. That commitment is one that we here in our region know all too well. Each year, brave men and women show their courage and go ahead on into the heat and flames of burning buildings and wildfires, showing disregard for their own safety so that we can feel safe in our community. Over the last decade, we've experienced the Waldo Canyon and Black Forest Fire that burned tens of thousands of acres and destroyed almost 1,000 homes. During those trying times, we were able to watch firsthand as courageous firefighters from near and far served us without hesitation. Even now, as we remember those fallen heroes who are being honored today for their bravery, there are thousands more with their boots currently on the ground throughout the United States and Canada, battling hundreds, if not thousands, of wildfires and structure fires to save lives and keep people out of harm's way. I want to honor their courage, as well as those courage of those who died in the line of duty. My thoughts and prayers go out to those firefighters on the job today, and to their friends and families and comrades of the 271 heroes added to this wall, as well as to those loved ones and the fallen firefighters who have been here and honored in the past. I want to personally say God bless each and every one of you, and it's truly an honor to be with you here today.
Thank you, Commissioner Glenn. This beautiful city and its citizens are protected by the members of Colorado Springs Professional Firefighters, IAFF Local 5. Our brothers and sisters here are the caretakers, 365 days of year of this memorial. Local 5 is one of the original 18 locals that founded the IAFF more than 100 years ago on February 28, 1918. I now ask IAF Local 5 President Dave Noblet to provide greetings. Dave?
On behalf of all of the men and women of the Colorado Springs Professional Firefighters, Local 5, I welcome you to Colorado Springs and to these hallowed grounds. I would like to thank General President Shakeberger, General Secretary Treasurer Kelly, and the members of the IAFF Executive Board and staff for their support for this special event. I would also like to thank the City of Colorado Springs, all of the local government representatives, our fire chief and staff, and the command staff of the Colorado Springs Police Department and their personnel for being here today. I want to thank the Honor Guard and their commanders and the Colorado Springs Corral and the many, many volunteers who have worked so hard to make this day as special as it deserves to be. To the families of the loved ones, brothers and sisters, of those who we are here to honor today, welcome. I am here on behalf of my local, the sisters and brothers, to stand alongside you to honor, to remember the fallen that have given the sacrifice and paid the price and are represented at this sacred memorial. The names represented here today had conviction of commitment to do something larger than themselves, to protect and to sacrifice through the most difficult of circumstances, showing their character to the families they loved and to the communities that they served. May it be our commitment to you that you know how truly important this memorial is to us, what and who it represents. There is not one name etched into these granite walls that will not spark the passion to make sure that someone after them will be indebted to those that have gone before them, that their lives meant something so very special to us. Each person represented here today has made us all better, and it will inspire to continue to make us improve. The men and women of Local 5 here in Colorado Springs offer you this promise, that we will always guard, protect, and honor those remembered here at this great memorial. They will forever be honored for their ultimate sacrifice, and we will forever stand over this sacred place. May God bless you, this nation, this great union, and all that it represents.
Come and my heart burdened be. Then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas.
Thank you to the Colorado Springs Chorale for your uplifting music. We will now honor IAFF members who have died in the line of duty from the day this great union was founded, February 28, 1918, through December 31st, 2017. The names of our fallen will be read by Honor Guard members from IAFF affiliates across the United States and Canada. After each name is read, a bell will sound and teams of flag bearers will render a flag salute with the colors lowered for each name as it is spoken. An IAFF Honor Guard member will then present the family with the flag of the International Association of Firefighters. In order to assist us with these presentations, we ask only one representative from each family to stand when your loved one's name is called, and that you remain standing until the flag presenter reaches your seat. At that point, all members of the family that wish should stand and jointly receive the IAFF memorial flag. Following the presentation of the last flag, the IAFF Honor Guard will toll the bell and play taps. I now invite our Honor Guard members to begin reading the names of our fallen.
Forward! On!
We will now present the 108 IAFF members who died in the line of duty between 1918 and 2016 who were reported to us during this past year. These members died from occupational diseases that were recognized by their fire department, their local and their state or provincial government as occurring in the line of duty.
Andy Juliuson, Local 432. Alfred Phillips, Local 2542. George Blackledge, Local 60. Ernest R. Prather, Local 2542. Bert Thomas, Local 60. Richard Hafel, Local 3033. William J. Bingham, Local 2542. Jackie D. Ludwig, Local 341. James M. Armstrong, Local 1286.
Leroy Levitt, Local 1285. Lloyd Mitcher, Local 288. James R. Round, Local 467. Brian G. Oswin, Local 1137. Willis J. White, Local 113.
Ready? Stand.
Patrick J. Connolly, Local 718.
Left. Face.
John W. Wedgeworth Sr., Local 341. Francis C. Lose, Local 341. William W. Terrell, Local 1137.
Bert Fisher, Local 1856. Robert H. Martins, Local 1286. James J. Carroll, Local 2. Dennis H. Elkin, Local 341. Gerald F. Greco, Local 529. Stephen J. Mace, Local 1828. Wilbert J. Gakey, Local 341. Stephen A. Townsend, Local 2171. Robert A. Barr, Local 142.
Les C. Aid, Local 142. Alfred E. Waits, Local 113. Jim Wheeler, Local 341. Rocco R. Rayo, Local 341.
Row 5. Ready? Stand.
Thomas J. Rapson, Local 485.
Left. Face.
David W. Very, Local 142. Reen Malaguti, Local 481. Dennis M. Decker, Local 2. Roland J. Lawrence, Local 341.
Thomas W. Chambers, Local 1400. Ronald D. Bowman, Local 288. William R. Smith, Local 288. Barry C. Norton, Local 485. Daniel H. Donnelly, Local 626. Charles V. Musakia, Local 341. Ronald J. Adams, Local 1137. Doug Hudson, Local 1581. John R. Thompson, Local 136.
William D. Wilkinson, Local 2731. Charles R. Carter, Local 341. Joan R. Daly, Local 94. Brian C. Nolte, Local 2315. John H. Kelly, Local 2315.
Row 4. Ready?
Ronald R. Carson, Local 752.
Left.
Anthony Vanderholst, Local 498. Benjamin V. Trapini, Sr., Local 2315. Richard W. Martin, Local 209.
Timothy J. Hull, Local 3757. Dennis M. Bowles, Local 3888. Kenneth M. Racine, Local 455. Michael J. Swaney, Local 2928. Charles M. Doherty, Local 455. Gary J. Burgess, Local 288. Brandon D. Erickson, Local 4553. Richard Livengood, Local Union 385. Nick B. Costello, Local 2.
Jeffrey L. Atkinson, Local 904. Ronald R. Brennison, Local 94. John Gibson, Local 752. William F. Smith, Local 113. Henry LeBray, Local 125.
Row 3. Ready?
Richard J. Schott, Local 302.
Left. Face.
H. Allen Stevenson, Local 752. David P. Stevens, Local 2315. C. Glenn Eubanks, Local 2315.
Roy W. Knowles, Local 288. Walter M. Carlson, Local 2. Robert Kerr, Local 288. Daniel E. Bear, Local 2227. Joel P. Johnston, Local 416. Richard A. Barker, Local 1137. Andrea J. Gaxiola, Local 145. Gilbert H. Smith, Jr., Local 1257. Christopher P. Thurman, Local 2339.
Conrad C. Clemenson, Local 1828. Daniel J. Falcone, Local 765. Jeffrey R. Jenkinson, Local 143. Brian D. Pinkerton, Local 34. Brian T. Finn, Local 2. Kyle R. Jameson, Local 2664.
Row 2. Ready? Stand.
Patrick Karan, Local 125. Daniel P. Pesula, Local 3264.
Left. Face.
John E. Alanez, Local 2.
Joseph T. Demarinis, Local 4350. Albert P. J. Fries, Local 1079. Ronald H. Hutman, Local 1137. Rick D. Schofield, Local 11. Robert E. Barnes, Local 2626. Terry Boyko, Local 3888. Christopher L. Kaczynski, Local 2197. Rerd Duma, Local 162. Renee LaFrance, Local 125.
Richard Ryopel, Local 125. Raymond W. Alexander, Local 854. Paul A. Pietrafessa, Local 3080. William L. Donahue, Local 499. W. Graham Emsley, Local 492. Michael M. Moses, Local 525.
Roll one. Ready, stand.
Daryl B. Ray, Local 80.
Left, face.
Brian A. Deneke, Local I-444. Gene S. Alcars, Local 2.
Ready, fight.
We will now present the 163 IAFF members who died in the line of duty between January 1st and December 31st, 2017.
Garland F. Smith, Jr., Local 2928. Margaret M. Roberts, Local 341. Jason Abelos, Local 4249. Gary L. Bishop, Local 1664. Robert E. Davis, Local 108. Jimmy C. Hendricks, Local 437. Daniel S. Havagas, Local 3355. Brian J. Masterson, Local 94. Kevin A. Rooney, Local 94.
Robert F. D. Giovanni, Local 94. Randy A. Brunet, Local 3757. Michael Tyler, Local I-79. Sarah F. Thomas, Local 2881. Stephen L. Van Ravensway, Local 2057. Jack E. Lodge, Local 455. David T. Mormon, Local 112. Ethan C. Cunningham, Local 280. Robert E. Newman, Local 94.
Thomas G. Byrne, Local 3808. Douglas E. McCauley, Local 4. Mark D. Horton, Local 474.
Crystal Rosanico, Local 493.
James R. Brosh, Local 255. Love Jabbar I. Bell, Local 1173. Stephen Forsey, Local 3888. James H. Stewart, Local 465. Norman Guerret, Local 125.
James I. Bolton, Local 3888. J. Barry Morton, Local 531. Vincent E. Wassel, Local 10. Julie Ann Freeman, Local 2881. William R. Dowling, Local 341. Thomas W. Ford, Local 3888. Jalal Anib, Local 798. Kenneth R. Anderson, Jr., Local 778. Dennis H. DeVoe, Local 428.
Stephen Sorger, Local 854. Craig S. Amon, Local 27. John F. Mulcahy III, Local 3128. Paul M. Baker, Local 255. Stephen P. Buscher, Local 625. James P. Perez, Local 574. Joseph A. Toscano, Local 1347. Harold R. Hendricks, Local 341. Robert W. Chapman, Local 18.
Christopher L. Foster, Local 3663. Earl J. Sharon, Local 455. Arthur L. Ricks, Local 73. Anthony Spano, Local 1710. Kenneth J. Donnelly, Local 1491. Roy E. Smith, Local 94. Timothy A. Anderson, Local 522. James J. Jablonski, Local 3531. James J. Lanza, Jr., Local 94.
C. Rick Gentlecore, Local 1664. Robert R. A. Rosenlund, Local 18. Arthur O. Peters II, Local 414. Robert A. Mentrosty, Local 1586. John Beatty, Local 411. William N. Tolley, Local 94. Brett D. Anderson, Local 2403. Marcel Marion, Local 125. Matthew C. Trott, Local 904.
Randy Tereski, Local 2036. Ted Shuttler, Local 528. Dale W. McIntyre, Local 80. Guy Lacoste, Local 125. Ronald D. Shulga, Local 742. Timothy M. Burns, Local 3518. Scott P. Deem, Local 624. James F. Dormany, Local 2117. Scott E. Woodworth, Local F102.
Brian D. Massey, Local 1301. Michael L. Palumbo, Jr., Local 2388. Kim D. West, Local 140. Raymond J. Pfeiffer, Local 94. John A. Burton Sr., Local 341. Kelly K. Wong, Local 112. William J. Kelly, Local 854. Lawrence Matthews Jr., Local 3766. William J. Gormley, Local 94.
Kevin J. Lang, Local 1363. Guy Forget, Local 125. Mark G. Robinson, Local 4444. Nathaniel C. Crump, Local 34. Richard David, Local 481. William A. McDowell, Local 497. James M. Watson, Local 136. Leslie C. Adkins, Local 341. John Kemper, Local 73.
L. Grant Dalton, Local 58. Michael B. Freeman, Local 2164. David B. Diorio, Local 2334. Charles L. Carter, Local 4052.
Right.
Serge Demers, Local 125. David D. Jones, Local F32.
Forward.
Sean L. Carroll, Local 2369. Kevin V. Ramsey, Local 344. Gregory D. Clements, Local 1397.
Richard W. Leonard, Local 286. Clayton C. Ogden, Local 1716. Michael L. Duffy, Local 94. Robert W. Alexander, Local 94. Brian Congus, Local 1286. John K. White, Jr., Local 1992. Joseph D. McCune, Local 854. Perry P. Choi, Local 798. Matthew W. Vonderfet, Local 644.
Robert E. Broadbent, Local 447. Michael R. O'Hanlon, Local 94. Mary K. Blau, Local 3631. David W. Beauclair, Local 1261. Scott P. Ferguson, Local 4944. Andrew J. Boyd, Local 209. James R. Schaefer, Jr., Local 4056. Terry W. Smerdell, Local 798. Michael W. Armstrong, Local 527.
James A. Brown, Local 486. Kenneth W. Green, Sr., Local 22. Timothy J. Groft, Local 345. Norman D. Neerdahl, Local 2770. Ronald E. Bielenberg, Local 1660. Neil S. Tyndall, Jr., Local 628. Robert A. Abel, Local 73. Gary A. Stouthammer, Local 50. Eric J. Valiant, Local 124.
Michael P. Coonan, Local 1826. Joseph P. Simon, Local 460. Edward L. Hartley, Local 162. Michael Tappy, Local 5067. Stephen J. Porcello, Local 1297. Harold A. Payne, Local 2095. Lester L. Webster, Local 2005. Stephen B. Washington, Local 58. Richard F. Stevens, Local S-19.
Stephen R. Terry, Local 3760. John E. Foster, Local 1908. Joshua Carney, Local 3617. Robert M. Talarcio, Local 94. Jacob L. Lawson, Local 341. Daniel J. Miller, Local 162. Dana W. Binkley, Local 140. Noel E. Clark, Local 543. David S. Craig, Local 3888.
Bryce R. Gomes, Local F 263. Edward J. McDonough, Local 854. William A. Driscoll, Local 162. Keon D. Boone Sr., Local 344. Richard J. Hall, Local 2400. Robert LaValle, Local 841. Peter C. A. Reed, Local 142. Jeffrey L. Timms, Local 2400. Kristen M. Sagonic, Local 215. John W. Rumsby, Local 481.
J. Benjamin Fuller, Local 539. Corey D. Iverson, Local 2881. Jeffrey G. Atkinson, Local 2339. James F. Carney, Local 4224. Jed E. Bolender, Local 647. Donald W. McQuinn Jr., Local 4209. Robert A. Burton, Local 469. Jason C. Garrett, Local 64. Carrie S. Elliott, Local 284.
Everyone please rise. I am Bruce Brown, your IAFF Honor Guard Commander. The sounding of the bell is a tradition of the fire service. In the past, as firefighters began their tour of duty, it was the bell that signaled the beginning of that day's shift. Throughout the day and night, each alarm was sounded by a bell, which summoned these brave men and women to fight fires and to place their lives on the line for the good of their fellow citizens. When the fire was out and an alarm had come to an end, it was the bell that signaled the completion of that call. When a firefighter had died in the line of duty, it was the toll of the bell that solemnly announced a comrade's passing. And so, to those who have selflessly given their lives for the good of their fellow man, their tasks completed, their duties well done, we will again sound their last alarm. They have gone home.
All uniform personnel, attend hut! Order! Arms!
Prepare to lower colors. Turn. Lower.
Quick.
Colors. All ready. Press.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce this union's leader, General President of the International Association of Firefighters, Harold A. Schaedler.
Before I offer my remarks, I would like to also ask that we really keep our thoughts and our prayers on behalf of our members who are on the front lines, but particularly those on the front lines in North and South Carolina that have been dealing with the devastation for the last 48 hours from Hurricane Florence. And they continue to serve and save and rescue while their own homes are in danger. Just know that this IAFF of yours is on the ground in headquarter operations for disaster relief in North and South Carolina with our assets, resources staged and ready to begin to deliver whatever is needed on behalf of our members and their families that are serving so honorably. Let me say good afternoon to all of you here today who've traveled to this sacred ground to honor your loved one. And to all of those joining us from the Colorado Springs community, as well as those watching via online live stream. On behalf of our General Secretary Treasurer, Ed Kelly, the members of the IAFF Executive Board, and the 314,000 sisters and brothers whom I'm proud to represent, it's my great honor to welcome you to the IAFF Fallen Firefighter Memorial, to pay tribute to those we have lost from our ranks and our firefighter family. To you, Father Tom, our dedicated chaplain, who provides the continual spiritual guidance we all need to keep fighting on behalf of our members in those most trying times, I want to personally thank you for your commitment to our members, this IAFF, and our beautiful memorial service. You're not only Father Tom to us, you're also our brother. I also want to recognize Local 5, who all of you have seen working every step of the way of the journey that you, our families, experienced coming to this memorial. From the moment you arrived at the airport, to the hotels, and even helping you to find your seats today, making sure you receive the dignity, support, and respect you deserve as we honor your loved one this weekend. It's just another commitment from the local in addition to the protection and maintenance of this hallowed ground throughout the year. This monumental task is led by the leadership of our Local 5 president here, Dave Knobler, his executive board, as well as Local 5's members and their families who have dedicated themselves to this magnificent place season after season, year after year. Dave, I really want to thank you and your team for your dedication to making this memorial and this weekend a special one, befitting the memory of our fallen sisters and brothers. Thank you, brother. In 2014, the delegates at our 52nd convention pledged to completely redesign and rebuild our memorial, renewing this union's commitment to every member we have lost in the line of duty since 1918. And now, with Pikes Peak standing stoically in the distance, we gather once again on this sacred ground to rightfully pay homage to our fallen, to celebrate their lives, and to honor you, our families, our firefighter families of our loved ones. This year, 2018, is the 100th anniversary of our great union. And in February earlier this year, many of our 63 chartering locals, including Local 5, joined us in Washington, D.C. to commemorate the century of service. We assembled on the exact spot where our union was formed in 1918, and together we recommitted our promise to better our profession and to protect our members. Our founding locals 100 years ago dedicated themselves to building an organization that was more than just some social club. They set out to create a true trade union, one dedicated to making the lives of our members and their families better by improving the horrible pay and the lousy benefits that made firefighters at that time little more than second-class citizens, and then to making their chosen profession now much safer. Our forefathers and their vision during that February meeting in 1918 started us on a path that made our profession more than just a job. It truly became a noble calling and led us to build this IAFF we have today. And just last month, when our delegates and leaders met in Seattle, Washington for our 54th convention, we rededicated ourselves to our most important mission, keeping our members safe and healthy throughout their careers. And yet, even with that extraordinary work, we know that no matter how many resources we put into our efforts to keep our members healthy and safe, while we can reduce the risk and mitigate the exposures and openly talk about the incredible trauma our members experience when they work this tough, grisly job, the facts are this is still a very dangerous profession. It takes too many of our sisters and brothers too soon. This weekend and each September, we gather here under these beautiful blue skies at the foot of the majestic Rocky Mountains to ensure that we remain true to those we couldn't save. To make sure we remain true to this verse from Proverbs. If good men and women must die, we must make certain that death does not kill their names. This hallowed ground and memorial ceremony are more than the beautiful dark blue uniforms and shrouded badges, more than the flags of our two great nations flying proudly above us, more than the magnificent sounds of the pipes and drums. It's more than the manicured landscape, and even more than these beautiful black granite walls etched with our members and brothers and sisters' name. This site is our place of honor, where our union embodies the spirit of remembrance of our fallen brothers and sisters, your loved ones, who gave every measure of service protecting their communities. It's the place we come to celebrate their sacrifice, where we ensure that their names and stories are never forgotten. Every firefighter fully understands the risk that comes with the commitment to the communities they serve. And when that bell rings or that radio tone sounds, they respond with every measure of their being. Our members put it all on the line. So when one of our own is lost, we rightly feel profound sadness. We mourn their passing with all of our heart. In a society that many times seems focused on self, these 271 brave men and women we honor today gave everything in selfless service. Each of their names tells a story of bravery, a story about the rigors of a great profession that we have all dedicated our lives to, a story of sacrifice to others. Some of the names we add to these walls today tell the story of a member we lost on the fire ground, a member who never was given the opportunity to say a final goodbye to family and friends, who responded to one final call for help, not realizing it would be their last. Others tell the story of the silent demons lurking in the shadows of our profession, making our members feel powerless to reach out for help, causing them to make the agonizing decision to take their own life. Still others tell the story of a prolonged battle with occupational cancer, a growing scourge that is claiming our members at significantly greater rates than the general population because of the job, the exposures, and the toxic soup environment of chemicals and toxins that they work in. Every name is a stark reminder of the devotion of these brothers and sisters. It's an everlasting tribute to their loyalty and their promise to protect and serve to the highest degree. And that is why we honor them. That is why we read their names aloud for all to hear. So we remember their duty, their service, and honor, and remember their legacies. And in their memory, we continue our journey from those early days 100 years ago, where this IAFF has been on the forefront of nearly every advance in firefighter health and safety. As one of the first to recognize the dangers of cancer in the fire service, we'll remain dedicated to working with our states and provinces to better and pursue more comprehensive heart, lung, cancer, and post-traumatic stress presumptive legislation. It's important for all of you to know that we will not quit our efforts to strengthen the line of duty death benefits and improve workers' compensation protections that they and you deserve. We want you to remember that this IAFF is on the front lines to address the behavioral health and post-traumatic stress issues our members are dealing with, helping our sisters and brothers understand that it's okay that they can come out of the shadows and get the help they need to find a renewed sense of self-worth and purpose. We know this profession can place great stress on all of you, the loved ones that are here today. We know that your loved ones worked so many holidays and missed so many birthdays and anniversaries and baseball games. But you shared them with us, with your community and your communities nonetheless, knowing that their service made a difference. And for your support and personal sacrifice, we owe all of you a deep gratitude for sharing the lives of your loved ones with us. So as we shared our grief together with you when they passed, today this IAFF is your extended family. And we will be here today and tomorrow and for the years to come. And through our foundation, we will continue to provide scholarship for your children, the children of our fallen. And we will make sure this incredible memorial of yours remains this beautiful and sanctified place forevermore. To our fallen brothers and sisters whose lives we celebrate today, thank you for your duty. And thank you for your sacrifice. Your legacy will never be forgotten. Your story will live on. And just as that verse from the Proverbs said, although good men and women like you die, your sisters and brothers of this IAFF will make certain that death does not kill your name. We will never forget. God bless each and every one of our members forever memorialized on these walls. God bless all of you here today paying tribute to them. God bless all of our members on the front lines everywhere protecting our communities. God bless our great two nations. God bless this IAFF. Thank you.
Beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
Whenever a member of this union falls in the line of duty, the colors of our two great nations, of this beautiful state, and of our very own IAFF are lowered from full staff to half staff from the time of notification through sunset of the day of that member's funeral. The Honor Guard will now raise our memorial flags and then solemnly lower them to half staff in memory of your loved ones. At this time, if you are able, please rise as the IAFF Memorial Honor Guard retires the colors and lowers the memorial flags.
All uniformed personnel, please and arm. Order. Out. Present. Out. Order. Up.
Please be seated. As we bring this memorial to a close, the IAFF Honor Guard Commander, Bruce Brown, of our Orange County, California, Local 3631, Deputy Commander John Sobey of our Ottawa, Ontario, Local 162, Deputy Commander Brent Jones of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Local 215, and Pipe Major Hunter Chapeau of our Houston, Texas, Local 341, will render a final salute to the families of our fallen and then retrieve our honor guard. Thank you to the Colorado Springs Chorale for performing today to honor our fallen brothers and sisters and their families. To you, the families of our fallen brothers and sisters, thank you for joining us in remembering your loved ones. We hope that this has been a moving and memorable tribute for all of you. We want you to know that this memorial is your memorial. As General President Schaitberger made clear, You are part of our family and are welcome to return anytime. We hope that you will visit us again. Please remain in your seats during the Honor Guard dismissal. Once the last Honor Guard members exit the memorial, please join General President Schaitberger in the field behind your seats as the IAFF Memorial Honor Guard forms its final formation to the music of the IAFF pipes and drums. God bless each of you as you travel home.
Pipe Major, by your command. Forward, march!